The mic is on, and away we go. Welcome to the first live ASMcaR. I have never done this before, like gone live on anything. So this is new to me, but I thought I would try it so that I could, finish this build for all of you, but then also test out how this works. So, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jake, and I really love F1 and IndyCar. And I also really enjoy ASMR. I have a really hard time with anxiety and falling asleep. My brain tends to just keep rolling and rolling. So I find certain triggers from tapping and crinkly noises. So if you're new here, welcome. I don't think anyone is watching currently, which is totally expected and fine. But I too want to give a shout out to everyone that has followed me in the past 2 weeks. Your comments have been so helpful, and honestly, like, it's just really cool to see like other people that have the same interest, like two very niche markets. Um, so thank you for watching. If you have been subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, it really doesn't take anything at all but a click. It's completely free and it helps this channel grow. And if you really would like to leave any sort of feedback, that would be very welcomed because I started with all of these Legos that I wanted to build and I've been building with you. But, you know, there are some other things that I have done and I want to do, and any advice or input is wonderful. So, anyway, today we are going to be finishing the Formula One Speed Champions. This is the AMG Petronas Formula One team. It is 10 and up. It is the W15 e-Performance Championship contender. And as you see here, we have the side profile of the car with the wheels. And also, if this is not if it is live, so if you're watching this back, I appreciate you watching it. I do apologize. I tried to get the intro to go through the software that I'm using, and it didn't seem to play. So I'll have to go back and look at that. I do enjoy. I'm proud of the intro, so I'm sorry if you like that. If you don't like it, then it's a nice little surprise, I guess. But here's a disclaimer right now. I don't know. I have a dog, and I posted last night, or I guess tonight. there was an ambulance, and so I apologize if there's not edited audio. This is live, so okay, enough yapping. Let's get into finishing this build. We have all of our extra pieces in it. It reminds me of those like rain sticks you had in school. I really do like this new brand of F1. It's not just it's not just I was gonna say the vendor, the sponsor, the brand of the car. It is F1. They used to do like the brand of the car would partner with Lego, so like McLaren and I think Ferrari, but this is actually Formula One, and you can tell they all have this like circuit design on the side, and they're actually a lot smaller. Like they're like half the size of some of the other builds. Okay, let's open this bad boy up. So we just left off. If you watched my last video, thank you so much for dealing with me being so incredibly tired and messing up. I messed up so many times. Okay, so now we're in step 72. And it says to dump out max 5. And back 6. Okay, so if you've watched any videos, you'll know I like to separate all of the pieces by color, which for this build is very hard because all the pieces are black. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll also notice that once we get to this stage, this is my favorite stage because we get the wheels. Like, look at the Pirelli. These are white, so that's the hard tire. B0, and you get 4 hard tires. The slicks, they also have like, they are the slicks, but they have like grit to them, which, like I've said it before, like this, it's just really cool to see the evolution and how much detail they put into these. So, okay. Actually, I'm gonna put these over here with the hubcaps. So let's actually put pieces together. Put colors together, I should say. Do you all know what this is? It's, if you've watched or built any of the Speed Champion cars, you'll know that's the halo, which is another like really cool part of a build of these cars because you like know exactly what it is, and it's, I don't know, it's just such an iconic piece to the car that you feel like you're like finally done with it. I don't know, there's like these phases I go through with building these now. Like I enjoy the whole process, but like the very beginning, I'm kind of like, okay, let's get this going. I want to see the car, and then he's like put on like the rear wing and like get to this stage, and I'm like, oh wait, there's actually not that much left, and I'm enjoying building this. And then you put on like the tires, and it's like done. It is like this sense of satisfaction, but also like, oh, that journey now with this car is done. So, okay, I don't think that 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 deeply of it. I'm more concerned about, okay, what car am I going to build next, or what's the next video? Okay, let's continue building. I just messed all of that up. Okay, so we are on step 72. We need to really try to pay attention, y'all. Not mess this up like last time. That piece, and this goes on like this. One, two, three. And this hooks on like this. And this little like open peg goes on this little right here. Dog area. Okay, and then we are gonna need one of these pieces. These pieces, I think. No, these pieces. And this is gonna go in the center like that. And then there's gonna the second peg in, I believe, yes. Like so. And then we need one of these little, it looks like a little microphone. And one of these little claw pieces so that it's going to go facing. That is the wrong piece. They're very similar. Maybe it's over here. Yep. This piece. And it's going to go facing the opposite way. And also, if you are watching this not live, um, if you could leave a comment and like let me know. I don't have, so I normally have like an additional mic sitting right here and right here, and then the mic that I'm using to speak, I I couldn't figure out how to do multiple mics on the software that I'm using. I'm going to try to figure it out for the next one, but if you could let me know how the sound is, that'd be great. So yeah, um, this is gonna go above this piece. So this is the piece that we just put on. It's gonna go over here. I'm still annoyed with these little like mirror pieces. Well, I don't even know if they're mirrors. Maybe this is the mirror. It really pissed me off last night, and now they're pissing me off. This is the point. You know how I said this was like a journey? This is the point in the journey where the car is like being built and you see the car and things start falling off. Like this is like already falling off and you're like see. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to get loud there. You have to be very delicate because like this whole piece is on by like one peg. See? It's connected by that one peg. That's it. So this is the stage where this is probably my least favorite stage because you're like almost done, but it's becoming annoying when things fall. Okay, we got that done. Let's move on. So we need one of these pieces. We need these pieces. We need this looks green, but it's actually turquoise. One of those pieces. One of these pieces. One of these pieces. And one of these pieces. Okay, so we're gonna do step one. Step two. Wait. Y'all, that looks different, right? That is saying to put one right there, right? But then we have this. Oh, I was about to go off on something. This is stupid. And then right there. And then right here. There we go. And then we need this piece to go right to here. This piece. This is the right piece. That is a funky looking piece. That goes and that goes under. Can't really see because it's so. That goes right here. I think. It's right here. That's the hard part about these cars is if they're like darker colored, it's really hard to see like where this is going, but you kind of have to just use your like critical thinking skills, which I don't like to use when I'm not working. So, okay, we need one of these, and we are going to put one of the Petronas branding. Let's make sure this is the right way. And it's number 20. There's 19, and there's 20. And we want the P to be at the bottom. Okay. So if you follow the channel, you know how much I hate these stickers. And a dog hair in it. Not too bad. And that is gonna go here. And we're building the side pods, which this build is so different than all of the other ones, which is really cool. I'm really excited. Actually, to be honest, I've never been a huge Mercedes fan. I've never disliked them, but I've never really enjoyed them. And this build is probably my favorite build that I've built out of all the Speed Champion Legos. And I've built the Ferrari, the McLaren, and now the Mercedes. And we all know that McLaren is my all-time favorite, so that's untouchable. But to be honest, that build was probably my least favorite, and this has been definitely my favorite so far. The Ferrari was a close second. Okay, that piece goes right here. That's wild. That is wild to me. Okay, I think we're gonna move on to the second. Oh, wait, no. We have 12 and 13 to put on. So 12 is right here, and 13 is right here. So 12 goes on the side, and 13 goes on. So lovely. Simply lovely. Are you guys excited for the race this weekend in Bahrain? Okay. I'm moving slow today. There's that. We need two of these little bird pieces. Y'all, there was a bird at my window today. And I live on the second story and I have a balcony. And this bird, I swear to you, I put those tinted windows up where you put the tinting on the window so the heat doesn't come in. Excuse me. So during the day it's reflective, you can't see in. And this freaking bird was so stupid and thought it was it was seeing itself. And it kept flying into the freaking window. And I had to go outside and shoo it away because it kept trying to fly into the window. pieces remind me of birds. Don't they look like little bird beaks? This goes. Wait, hold on. Already put that. Now this one. And now this one. Yeah, but I've not been a Mercedes fan like my entire time enjoying Formula One. And all of a sudden, we have Kimi Antonelli, and I like want to buy merch. And now this build too. I'm like, oh, I think I put that piece on. Yeah. And then we need number 8. These freaking stickers. We still have so many left. Number 8. And it's gonna go. No. I put the wrong piece on. I get to this stage and I'm like, I did all of it right, I promise you. And then I look at the sticker and it's like, nope, that was wrong. Where's the other piece? I think like the color of these is really, is that right? Yes. There we go. If you're watching, drop a comment or a chat. I see that you guys are watching, which is great. This is my first live. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I like to build Legos, and I love F1 and ASMR, so feel free to join the channel. Let me know what you like. This is like a brand new channel, so any feedback is great. Okay, this is gonna go. I hate this. I hate this so much. Is that supposed to be down? Yeah, I think so. Oh my god, I don't know that. Where did that fall off? Where did this fall off? Oh, it fell off of right here. I was gonna be so mad. This is so delicate. Like I said, in like the Ferrari or the McLaren, I think the McLaren has the same piece right here. This is really flimsy. I don't like that. It makes me like, see, it's like not, I don't like that. Because it just makes me like not want to touch it. And oh, see, like I know these are tinted up and they're not necessarily like toys to play with, but like I will not be playing with these like vroom vroom. But like if a 10-year-old wanted to play with it, like make it durable enough to play with. So that's my only critique of these speed champions. Okay, let's put the other side. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I go baller. Wait, go baller. Are you the one? I'm so sorry. Were you the one that like commented like to take like footage of Indy when I go home? I've seen your name. I'm sorry if that's not you. Or if it is you, I'm sorry that I'm not for sure. That's you. This is my first live, so I feel like such a boomer. Like, I see people on TikTok all the time going live, and I'm like, who are they talking to? Okay, this goes right here. See, like I was saying, like, see how flimsy these are? This peg is gonna go right here on that. Like, this whole piece is connected by that, which is like great and whatnot. But like, if I'm gonna like move it or play with it, which I'm not, but you know, if a kid was, if I was their parent, I'd be like, do not touch it. Go on. Okay, I thought it was you. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming on. So I think I've really given it some thought. I really want to go see the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum. For those of you that are watching or are watching after the live, uh, I'm from Indianapolis, so that's kind of like where my love of racing started. And then, uh, so I followed IndyCar, and then I fell in love with F1. But the IMS, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, they have a museum there, and they like closed it down for like 2 years. So they renovated it. I'm gonna go, and I was gonna do like a walkthrough, and then like do a voiceover for you guys. It would be fun for me, and I hope it would be fun for you. This piece is like really driving me freaking crazy, and I don't fix it. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. Don't worry about things you can't control, Jake. Okay, that goes there. It just makes me like not want to touch it at all, you know, or pick it up. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. I will say the McLaren I felt the most sturdy out of all of them. Okay, we need this piece and the little like microphone looking piece. And that's gonna go on this side. Live, I'm like going super slow. Go Baller, have you ever been to Indy? Because I'll tell you, I think I said it in the last video, the reason I'm going there is I'm a runner. And so there's a race at the beginning of May that it's called the Indianapolis Mini Marathon. It's a half marathon. And you start downtown Indianapolis and you run to the motor speedway and then you run around the track. And it's really cool, but it's also like it's like the worst part of the race because it's like mile like 6 through 8. And so like it's not the beginning, it's not the end. And you get into the speedway and first you have to go down this really steep hill and then you have to climb it up, which is really annoying. Okay. You should go to the 500 sometime. I was thinking about going this year, but I don't think I will because I'm going the like week before, or like 3 weeks before for this race. But you get to the speedway and you're running around the track and it's fun, but it's also like you've been running for like an hour at this point, and once you get in, you're kind of like, okay, now what? And there's no one in the stands, and you're on pavement that is like hot. So, as cool as it is, it's 2.5 miles, and after about like 10 seconds, you're like, okay, I'm good. But you cross the yard of bricks, which is like the best part, and a lot of people like bend down and kiss them. Last year I didn't, and I've been deciding if I wanted to do that or not this year because it's like just like an iconic thing, and I've never done it, but like I've always been worried about my time, and I'm like, I don't want to kiss bricks, you know. But that's just me. We're almost there, y'all. Almost there. Go baller. Who is your favorite team? I'm definitely a McLaren boy through and through, but I don't know. They're gonna give me a heart attack this year, I think. This piece goes like this. Like this. Yeah, this one is definitely the hardest one. Oh, you're from Michigan? What part of Michigan are you from? I did a summer in Augusta, Michigan, which is like between Battle Creek and Kalamazoo. And even people from Michigan don't know Augusta. It's like this like no stoplight town. Okay. Eyes are getting sleepy. McLaren. Okay, so are you so what are your thoughts on um, what's gonna happen? Like, are you a Lando or are you an Oscar? Or are you just like brand loyal? Because for me, I'm brand loyal, but I fell in love with Lando because he's number 4. That's like one of my favorite numbers. The first like race that I watched fully invested, I should say. Like knew something about the sport was Miami, and that was his first win. So like I just feel like this connection. But I love Oscar, but I'm not a huge fan of Zach Brown and the decisions that they've made. And I'm just like really worried that they're not gonna pick whether that's Oscar or Orlando, and it's gonna make me not happy. I love the color blocking right here. Suburbs of Detroit. I've never been to Detroit. You know, they have an IndyCar race there. I watched practice today. I found out that I could stream practice on my computer to my TV. And I was like, this is a bad idea. I'm never going to leave. Oscar kind of love Lando though, too. So I live in Austin, Texas. So I went to the USGP last year. And I loved how much McLaren merch there was. But there was also like, you would think there would be more Lando stuff, which I think there is, but um, there were so many Oscar fans, and I think this is like his year, which is really cool. I don't know if this goes like that. Yeah, no, just like, mm, oh, okay, it's gonna go like this, right? Like this, right? I'm just trying to think of like aerodynamic ways. Yes, and then we need stickers. This piece is gonna be the death of me, y'all. Oh no, I did it wrong. Is that not the piece? That looks incorrect. McLaren's strategy is always diabolical. or it's debatable, sorry, but diabolical is also a word that I would describe them. I wouldn't, I still, like I said it on this podcast, like, I wouldn't, I wouldn't have swapped the position. I don't think, I don't think Oscar was faster, to be honest. I mean, I think he might have been, uh, Jake, what are you doing? I think he might have been faster than Lando, but I don't think he had the pace to catch Max. And I say that because Lando was in dirty air. I'm doing this completely wrong, and I don't know how I'm going to fix it. Is that it? I feel like I've done that before, and it wasn't. I'll tell y'all, I finally got it. Okay, come on, girl. I also said, like, if McLaren wins the constructors this year, but they don't win the drivers, whether it's Lando or Oscar, like, that's pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as it is me trying to get this piece on. And look what I just did. I just broke this other piece. Driving me nuts. Okay, y'all. This is really driving me nuts. I'm hoping that it's a good one too. Why is this not? That's right. And then it should be like this. Lose my mind. I finally did it, y'all. It only took like 10 minutes, but we did it. Gosh, this was going to be the shortest video and it's going to be the longest, which is fine. I'm getting to talk to you guys, and Kapar, you've been such a patient person with me trying to converse with you and do this. So I appreciate you. Yeah. You have a great rest of your night too. I'll be posting this so you can watch it later if you want. And let me know if there's another. I think I'm going to do the V carb next. So let me know if there's anything else that you want to see. But thank you so much for joining. Get some sleep. Okay. And now we need number 11. It's done, y'all. I'm so sorry this is taking forever. Actually, I'm not sorry. I appreciate you for staying with me this long. This car is definitely the most flimsy out of all of the builds, I will say. For sure. And now back to the birds. So two, two, and this this piece, the incorrect piece that I had before. If you build Legos, would you let me know? Do you use this booklet that comes with it, or do you use the like QR code that you can do it on your phone? Because I thought the QR code was just like the tutorial to do it on your phone, but you also get like points. So I like started doing that, and the app is really cool. I've never done it because I really do like the book and I like page turning, and for the channel, I think it's great, but I'm curious to know if you've ever done that before. Okay, and now number 6. I got lucky. Y'all see that? Got real lucky. Okay. You know what? I think I did. There's a piece missing. That's why that's so flimsy. Jake, you're an idiot. I think. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. And we are on 88. We're almost there. I promise. We need this piece. That's going to go on top. Like so. And on the other side. And then we need 2 of these pieces that are going to go this and this. See what I mean? Like, it's very annoying when you're trying to build and it just like pops apart. Like, I really like this build, but it's just really flimsy when it comes to like trying to maintain it. So we need 15 and 23. So 15 is going to go side with the red facing down. 23 is going to be on the other side. Like, how do we do this? There we go. Now, finally, we're going to build the intake. So we need this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece with the little red dot. And we're going to put, there we go, there's a siren. This piece. We need 2 of them. And then we need, like, why this couldn't have been printed, I don't know, but whatever. It's actually, I think it'll be easier to put it at the top. This goes on top. The whole T camera. And that goes right here. Then we need one of these 2 spoons and one of these. And this is gonna go like this. Jeez, these pieces are so small. Especially when you have big man hands. Okay. And then like this. And these are the mirrors. So I don't know what those other weird things were, but it's what holds the mirror. And then we need one on the other side. I wasn't gonna do a video tonight, but I was like, you know what? I want to finish this car. And I'm glad I did this live. Even though it's gonna be the longest video I've ever made. But that's okay. I've enjoyed this. Let me know what you would like to see next. Okay, this goes on. I'm sorry, I was just confused. Like, do I need to like push this in? These little like mirrors that are like spoons, they remind me of like uh, like Dairy Queen ice cream spoons. Okay, number 21. 18. 18 is right here. 21 is right here. 18. See how it lines up with the colors. 21. I think that's our last. Nope, we have 2 more stickers. I'm not going to say anything. There we go. the iconic moments, the halo. So we need this piece and two of these little clamps that go in like that. Clamp it in, and we're going to bend it over to make the halo, like so. And I'll go up and down, which in real life that doesn't really happen. Like the halo doesn't detach like that, or it doesn't like move up and down like this. But for the sake of Legos and putting the driver in the seat, I think it's a pretty great way to do it. So that just shows you that we can do that. And then we put this little like patched looking piece at the apex. And then it goes in the hole, and it becomes the halo. This is one of my favorite parts too. We get the suspension on these new cars are like really cool for Legos. So we need this piece. Something like that. So this, I guess we can push this all the way through now. And then there it is. Put that right there. And we're done with stickers. Yeah, or did I? No, I did it right. That goes right there. And now we need, as you can see, the new makes have wider rear wheels than the front wheels, which is really cool. And so we need two of these little like green pegs. And then we'll put these green caps on. They're kind of hard to pick up. And then we'll put these on the front wheels. And then we'll put the wheels on the car. And this is like the best part. It's like, it's just like full circle, you know? I could try the right ones. this Mercedes W15. That is a good looking. It couldn't be complete without our driver. So let's move these out of the way. Our driver in his seat. I'm gonna call this Gimme, even though he didn't drive last year. That is pretty cool. I'm very happy with this build. It feels a little more flimsy than the other builds, but just like the detail to the helmet, yeah, this is probably my favorite build. It looks so good. And then you see the rest of the lineup minus the Red Bulls, which is, I don't know. But just like on every build, you get all of the pieces so that if you wanted to build this separately or with different colors, you had the opportunity to do so. But there we have it. The Lego Speed Champions, Mercedes, W15. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Special shout out to Go Baller for being on my first live and commenting and chatting with me. This was really cool. Please feel free to give me a follow or subscription, I should say, and let me know what you want to see next or what you liked, what you didn't like, how the live was. This is my first time going live, first time making an ASMR channel, so I'm still learning, and all of your feedback does help, so thank you. Alright, this has been wonderful. I hope y'all get some wonderful sleep and cross the finish line into relaxation. We have a lot to look at this weekend, so if you're watching the race, feel free to subscribe and let me know. Let me know who your favorite driver is or your favorite team, and we'll go through results after the race. Until next time.